हाय एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक। तो लास्ट वीडियो में हमने देख लिया था क्या क्या हम कवर करने वाले हैं, हाउ यू डू द नेस्टेड पेलोड वैलिडेशन, दीज ऑल 4 डिफरेंट यूज केसेस, राइट? Without wasting time, I hope you have seen my previous video which talks about REST API guidelines. So let's write the DTOs for these different use cases, how to handle all these set of APIs, nested payload validation, passing the pagination, passing the IDs, comma separated, and how do I receive this? Because these will be passed as a string, right? Comma separated, but I need to convert that into a string array. आपको कोई boolean pass करना हो, okay, is active true or any kind of argument, let's say with email true. I want to get all the users where they are only active users and return me the data with email. तो ये 2 boolean flag पास किए मैंने और ये filter criteria है. I want to return the data based on these different filter criterias. एक तो होता है सिंपल, आपने सर्च किया कि ओके गिव मी दिस यूजर वेयर यूजर आईडी इक्वल टू दिस. नो, I have other filter criteria. Okay, org ID should be this, name should be like particular condition, user ID should be this. These are the 4 use cases. And how we are going to cover them? We are going to write DTOs for them. So let's say we do this, we play with the task APIs. तो ये हमारा कोड बेस है. इसके अंदर what I want to do is, okay, let's do it here only. Nothing is wrong. We can just pick one particular API. Let's say I want to build a search API. Okay, I will copy all these things. Let me zoom it a little bit. I'm building search API where I can pass these filter criterias. So here I can say simple search API operation blah blah blah, and here I need to pass all these arguments, right? So now I need to just build the search parameters, search query parameter. तो इसके अंदर हमको पास करना पड़ेगा DTO. Query param, or you can just pass simply query, and this is of type search query DTO. Search query DTO. Okay, query, let's import this, and DTO we need to build. ये आपको DTO बनाना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे हम डिफाइन करते हैं एक्सपोर्ट क्लास एंड दिस कंट्रोल, इंपोर्ट दिस थिंग. अब यहाँ पे सर्च क्वेरी DTO डिफाइन करते हैं. अब व्हाट इज सर्च लुक्स लाइक? Search is simple where I can pass simple search criterias like page number, limit and all. So let's pass them, and I will talk about transform attribute, what these are, because these are the backbone of validation. Let's add this on the top. We already have type. Add the missing things. Okay, so what do you see here? Search query DTO, it contains page. Page should be of type number. Now here I'm adding some validations. What these validations are? Okay, minimum should be 1. Type, I need to transform. So what this type is? This is coming from transformer, right? It should be able to transform whatever string you are passing into number. That is happening here. And now we are checking that page should be of number, limit should be of number. These are 2 very basic. And let's say we have tags also. What I want is my API should be like this. Okay, search, where I can pass tags comma separated, and here page 1, limit, something like this. Okay, this kind of API I want to create. So I'm also taking tags as a string array. So how can I convert the tags comma separated into a string array? तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा हमारा tags. Tags what I'm expecting, string array. ये पूरा DTO का गेम है, मतलब how to just define all these DTO and how we are transforming it. So what this transform function is doing, this is very important. So I wrote this transform function. What it is doing, it is taking string as an argument, right? Because ये जो tags है जिसको आप pass करोगे, example values are like this. This is how you will pass the tags, comma separated. उसको हमको convert करना है string array के अंदर. Transform function will help me. And here we will also specify the validation for each and every string array, because value, if value is of type string, first of all we need to check if type of value is a string. Yes, it is string. comma separated है, आ रहे हैं values, तो उनको string array में convert कर दो. So whatever the argument you are passing like this here, they will get converted into a string array using this function. ठीक है, इससे आपको जो exact value है आपके पास वो आपको receive हो जाएगी. Now if I just see this in the APIs, I'm still in the same project. npm run start debug cdfs. So now we can see this. Just reload this page. Try it out, right? And I'm passing multiple string. When you hit this page one limit like this, you might feel like you are passing tags, then tags, then tags. No, but at the end, at the controller level, at the API level, how this is being received, that you can check here. Here you can see we are getting the data correctly. The tags is a string array, page is 1, limit is this. If you are not doing transformation like we are doing it in the DTO, then you will be receiving these as a string. Even tags won't be, you will not be receiving as expected, string array. These will be received as a string if you are not transforming it like this. So if I remove this, another important thing which we are doing here is on top of the controller. We are already specifying implicit conversion here. That also implicitly converting the number which is in the single comma into a number. Okay. So this is how it is working. We can just test it. And you can see tags are coming as a string array. So tags are important. How we are converting a comma separated string into an array at the controller level. So now in this API only, we can also play with the Boolean flags. This is our search DTO, right? We can just pass a Boolean flag, which is something like this is the tags. API property, to copy this thing. This is, let's say, is active. We'll create a one flag is active. An example value you will be passing as a true. Is Boolean, we need to import. Okay, here this is active. Give me all the data, search data where is active flag is true. Right, so here value can be a string and Boolean. So if value equal to true or value equal to true Boolean, then only return, transform it into true, otherwise transform it into false. Right, this is how you can do this. You can have multiple argument is active, is confirmed. Right, and we can see the change in the APIs. Yes, here now it is Boolean. The string, let's hit this, and here you are getting is active false. Is active false false. Let's say if I'm sending true, then it should be passing the correct Boolean flag. And here you can see is active true, is confirmed true. And at the controller level also, we are receiving the correct types. You can see here we are getting is active true, is confirmed true tags. You can also pass the page and limit. Page 1 limit is, let's say what if I pass the string? It is not allowed. That's good. And here, this is the whole DTO. Now you can build any kind of APIs, either a search with pagination, filter and all. You can follow the same strategy of transforming the boolean, transforming the string into boolean, transforming a string into number, transforming this string into a string array. Here you can pass the IDs, anything. Wherever you want to pass the data in the bulk. Let's say I want to pass these as a multiple IDs. Okay, give me the data where the IDs are these only. Right. So these can be UUIDs which you are passing. UUID is not like this. It's alphanumeric, something like this. Okay. You can pass a comma separated UUIDs also when you want to apply filter. Sometimes when you want to, okay, give me the list of users, give me the data of users where the UUID of those users are these. In those scenarios, these APIs are very helpful. So we have covered these different scenarios here, right? You can pass page limit, you can pass the multiple IDs, you can pass the Boolean flag, and the for payload, we have already understood how you can do the nested payload validation. So let's say here you have a body update task DTO. This is put. Let's go to the create API. Oh, where is that? Get HTTP code created. This is the post API. Okay. I can add, this nested payload validation criteria. You can just like this here. You can add a couple of more attributes. Let's say if you want to have a complex payload. So here I can also create a task with some attachments. So here I can create a custom type. Okay. Just on top of this. Export class file DTO, which may contain just only one property name. I don't care much because it's just a demo. We are talking name and description. So file DTO is the type. I will pass the file DTO here. In the example also you can use that. So what I'm saying is files is of type file DTO an array and validate nested. Each and every array should follow this validation criteria. And what are the validation criteria? His name is required, its string is defined, minimum length is 4. Is defined, minimum length is 10. Now if you go to the console, here you can see the validation criteria. And if I just pass only one, then it will return bad request, right? File 0.name must be longer than 4 characters. And this validation criteria is applied on all the array of index. And bad request, file 1 name must be longer, right? So this is how you can write a nested payload validation. Here I am taking files. Files is actually nested object of type array. So what annotations I'm using in my code, if you see, I'm saying is of type an array, validate nested true, validate type, validate this type against this DTO, file DTO, and files is of type file DTO array. Okay, let's see the filter thing, the last scenario in the next video.